Alright guys, well, as you can see here on my screen, right, this is the process uh, we go through whenever we develop a website or a web application or an app, right? So you will have your makeup language and your programming language. So let's see, under makeup language here I've listed HTML because that's what I'll be using most of the time with you, right? But there are other languages. I want to point out that there are other languages under this, so like XML and whatnot, but we'll be using this one in most cases, or at least for now, to get started. And so what's this HTML thing? So HTML, it's if this was a human body, right, a website was a human body, so HTML, it will be the skeleton of that body, you know. So this will be the skeleton of our website. That's what I'm trying to say. And then under that, you see we'll have a style sheet language, you know. And under style sheet I've listed CSS, and again I've listed CSS because that's what we'll be using most of the time. Okay, so what is the CSS thing? Well, again, so if this is a body, right, this makeup language here, HTML, it's our skeleton, and CSS, it will be the flesh that covers that skeleton, you know, the flesh that gives it the beauty, you know, the looks. That will be our CSS there. Okay, all right, let's look at the programming languages then. Now under programming languages, there we have JS, which stands for JavaScript, or jQuery, right? PHP and Python. Okay, so now let's start here. What are these? The programming languages, these in our body, right, in our body, this is what gives our body the functionalities, you know. So like if this is a body, like moving your hands, walking, and all those kind of stuffs, those functionalities we get them under the programming language, you know. That's what it does. So these style sheet and makeup language, they don't do that. It's only a body that's not moving, beautiful body that doesn't do anything. And the programming languages, they help us to make that body move now. Okay, so well, here you might see that I have two colors, and one, right, that is maroon like, and the navy blue one, right? So okay, whether this is navy blue or what, hey, you know, us guys, we are color blinded. Anyway, back to the video. So we have these two colors. You see, for the HTML there, I used this one, this maroon one, right? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so all these 1, 2, and 3, these three, they are our front end, you know. They are our front end languages. So basically, front end, it's what's it's happening and then at the browser level, you know. So whenever users are interacting with the browser, whatever is displayed there and the functions that are happening on the browser, that will be our front end, or the client side, or the client side of our website. Okay, so yeah, some developers specialize in this, okay, of which yeah, which is developing the beautiful looks and all those kind of stuff, so making sure that everything looks pachacha from that point, right? And what's happening at the backside, right? And this is the back end. It's covered by this other color, this bluish color there, right? So PHP, Python, we'll be using it for the back end. Those are back end languages. So back end, as you can see here, it's what I wrote server, right? But basically what a server means, it's a computer. No, it's a computer that it's giving content to, yeah, to the browser. Nothing much. So don't overcomplicate this thing. So a server, it will be just a computer that serves a content, whatever HTML, it serves 1 2 3 to the browser, right? So we'll be serving whatever that we wrote on our HTML and the looks that we gave it, and these JavaScript. So all these three things here, it's what you find on the front end. And the back end, like I said, okay, on the back end here, our PHP and our Python, these languages will be dealing with the data, you know. We'll be dealing with the data, meaning storing, taking the data that we request from our front end, you know, all those things like passwords and username, because this body of ours has to have a brain, right? And the brain, what's the function for the brain? It stores information. So the very same thing, will have a database that stores information. It stores information like usernames and passwords and whatnot. So we store it there, and that will be stored on the server in our computer, right? So whenever users are interacting with our website, for example, right, or web application, they'll be requesting that data, you know. So you type in your username and password, and then we'll be checking that information, whether it's correct, if whether it exists in other stuff, you know. If it's not, and then we tell the user on the browser that, hey, that's incorrect, whether that user doesn't exist, all those kind of stuff, you know. So well, that's it with our introduction, guys. Just make sure that you like or dislike if you found this video interesting. Just give me feedback so that I know on these videos, as I'm sharing this, you guys are having fun, you are enjoying this content or what, so that I can improve. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, cheers, sir.